many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'm face those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, when he stretch a disc, and I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield on play action. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I know he ain't got it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Push him back. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 47.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Check, 47. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, Mayfield. Being chased down left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check Check 4. Watch that. Great 15.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120. Great 15.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Check 31. Lefty. Kill. Tight dog.
And that'll set him back 5.
Touch. 180. Here. Safe. Hey, check 24. Hey, great 57. Mike. It's our time. Hey, wahoo! Right here, 41 Mike. You must be dreaming.
Wentz to throw on second down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Sunday. Hey, high 7. 41 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. So that'll back them up 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down.
Hey, exit. Don't let it free, defense.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 54. Hurry, hurry.
Mike's 54.
Hurry, hurry.
54. Ready?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 47.
King.
Second down, defense. Let's go.
Hey, check. Hey, do.
Check back 47. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Hurry.
Point it right. 27 right.
Hurry.
27. Watch the curve.
On third down, Mayfield throwing deep here for Coleman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They run with Pumphrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Corky, 82, Corky.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Rap. 41 to Mike. 5'9". 41. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Let's see what you got. Back. Check. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. 41's coming.
They're going to try and run. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. I got it.
Battle at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey. I got.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 79 yards. as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Don't be scared.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety creep.
.46 down, man, 5-4.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 24, check 24. Check.
Go, let's go.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check, 180.
Check. Mike's 47.
Hey, 133. Hurry.
47 to Mike, boy. Check.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, just send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The Tuck roll,
didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
59 Mike, check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59, Mike.
It's 74.
59. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, Delta.
Again, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway of the NFC Championship game. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They're not ready for this. They still...
Wentz now on first down. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's find 7. 58 to Mike, 58.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
This on 7. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the slip. Mike 41. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Here, 5.
Shotgun down for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Forward, Tokyo. 58. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, Echo.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Jim.
Rip.
Whip. Watch the whip. Out.
Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
4 down. Check three. Check. Lucky. Here.
Man 5-7.
41's the Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Wentz. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Get ready. At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
At the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Kill. Mike 5. Red 5-2. I'm here. Mike 5-4. I got one. Right there. Smooth. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing his Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bravo! 59. I'm coming for you. You mine!
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Two's in it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Now Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Set, 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Up, up. Hey, hurry.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Great 15. Great 15. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58. Get that quarterback at all costs. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. We own them.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Chance. Go. Undercrush. Win. Switch.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Set, 180.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Slam. Check three. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, watch that.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Check, Mike 47.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, it's Mack, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Run. Hey, wahoo! Hurry!
Let's go, you tighten up.
Hurry!
50. All day.
Run!
Mayfield to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. You got this slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
40, 82, 40.
Check 41. Pick it up. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
41's coming. 41's the mic. 5-9, 5-9. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Ricky. Hey, 41 Mike.
They'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
40, here we go. 180!
Get away with it.
Back to throw. Wins. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here we go. 180!
65.
Black, come on. 65.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where, well, befitting a tight game like